I just feel you because leave you. He doesn't understand what we are talking about. I showed him a picture today. He couldn't believe it. Just the buses alone. The yellow bus.
Once he's going to Nigeria, I think this is very important.
Yeah. He has to know what we are dealing with. Yeah. It was chaos. Yes, it is still chaos up to today. There. Yeah. Okay, let me know when you are on so that. Are you on Facebook or YouTube? Facebook and YouTube? Is YouTube on? Okay. All right, let's welcome our friends on Facebook. Babush, please help me take care of this one. All right, we are into something. Let's go back to that video. Where is the video of Legali? Can you make it big the way it was? Yeah. Is that the beginning? Let's start from the beginning. Okay. Stop. Now, this is a road in a poor country, one of the poorest countries in Africa, one of the poorest countries in Africa. And that country is the country of Rwanda. Now, the question I want to ask, is it Emeka? Emeka, can you come down here? Because you made a statement. Can you give him the microphone? No, make order in that microphone. Okay, good. Because I'm seeing, okay. You had just made a statement today here when we were during the break that in your area now, you spoke to somebody that told you that even though everybody is thinking that we need road, all over Nigeria, everybody is saying, bring road to our area, bring road. Road means development. That it has now gotten to a place in Nigeria whereby some people, and there was somebody who told you for real, the real person, told you that he doesn't even want the road again. Even though everybody is praying for road to come through their community, that this person is saying, even that road again, I don't want it. Why?
Yeah, because yesterday we had that conversation, and his argument
in London,
and his argument was that that he doesn't see the point of the new roads without the pedestrian way for the pedestrian or for the people using the bikes or the cyclists,
sidewalks,
and the sidewalks. So, and each time they put up a new road, there is no pedestrian, and there is no speed restrictions. So the drivers are driving too fast, and so many children, women crossing the roads keep on getting killed on the roads. So it's as good as what he was talking about. Where there is no law, there will not be order.
And where there is no order, there will be destruction.
Yes.
Either it's protection or destruction. So now, but look at Rwanda. Is it about road? Is it because we don't have budget? See road. See the way, in a poor country, see, this is the road, right? 2 lane. But see, sidewalks. You see? But when you go to Nigeria, sometimes you see it in some places. But in most places, they just build road like this. 1, 2, even nothing in the middle. Nothing, just road. The most important is they will just for them to take the budget money and say they have built road. Nobody, no even things of a human being, because they are not doing it for human. Nobody, no. Most of the roads that are built in Nigeria, 80% of them doesn't have the sidewalks like this. Let it play. They don't have the sidewalks. And they don't have the inner chambers for the trees. Most roads in Nigeria, they don't plant trees. You know, in any developed society, any road must have sidewalks, must have these signs, then must have the road signs, then must have trees. You shouldn't build roads without planting trees. Yes. So you can see the road. You see, it is observed there. You see the trees, the palm trees. You shouldn't build road without trees. Road must go with tree. Now, but there is another problem in this place, in this particular road, that many people don't see.
What I see is water or my swimming system when it rains.
Yes, yes.
When it rains, for example, in European or industrialized countries, you have on the road on the side here, you
Yes.
have some kind
Sewage.
of sewage, a system, infrastructure for the sewage system, so that the water can escape through
Yes.
different channels. And I don't see that here, for example.
Beautiful. This one, they just made provision for natural escape, but which is wrong. There are supposed to be some net, or what they call net or setka, a drainage net. Yeah, drainage net. Where is it here? Is it the one here?
No, it's
No.
just some kind of protection, but no one.
Yeah, so that might be a problem. But let me tell you of a bigger problem. No, traffic light, yeah, I don't see traffic lights. Bicycle could use the pedestrian. So let's say, yeah, but the problem here is that any road that is built, okay, this one is good that they have the trees, they have the sidewalks. Any road must have extension plan. Future extension. But here, what you see are, buildings immediately. Here, you can still be extensioned. So there must be, you must build a road with a plan of 50 years' time. That in the next 50 years, the population of this city will require not 2 lanes, but 6 lanes. So where can you put another 6 lanes? How can you expand this to be 6 lanes? But even then, this is good already compared to Nigeria. If we have this in Nigeria, nobody could complain, though. Nobody is complaining at all. But in normal country, people must think ahead. 4, 5 years, 6 years, 50 years ahead. That is how things are done. But in Nigeria, even these things are not there. This is a poor country. So it's not about the poverty of the country. It's not about the poverty of the country. Some of you wanted to say something, comment about this thing when we were showing it. You were standing. Some people were standing. Yeah, can you come and comment on it? Yes. Or you forgot what you wanted to say? You forgot. Okay. I think Christian also wanted to say, or you wanted to say?
Yeah, the question he asked about why is it that we don't, the Nigerian mindset is
No, before his question came later.
So he was talking about how
Microphone.
yeah, he was talking about the fact that there are laws, but there are no implementation of those laws. Then I was saying that no, when there are no implementations of law, it means that there is no law. So that was the line of thoughts that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was going to, you said we should tell him what was wrong with that particular statement.
No, he has to say it again. He has to start all over again then with his question.
No, not it was a statement.
Okay, what statement?
The statement was that there's law in Nigeria.
There is what?
There's law in Nigeria, and in fact, order is just that it's not been implemented. It's
Okay.
not being implemented.
Okay.
So, and you already mentioned the fact that a lot of times, even in Nigeria today, they copy and paste some stuff that they see from Dubai, without the philosophy of why that stuff was done there. So, it's possible to have things in theory. But if the philosophy is not there, if it has not become a mindset, if it has not been embraced as a value system by the people, it's as good as not having it at all, because it will never be functional. So the fact that we have it in laws.
Okay, now they have the road signs or street light, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the fact that we have it written down, does not mean that people understand what it is. And if they don't understand what it is, and they don't live by it, then what's the use of not of having it? It in fact means we may not be ignorant, but just certified foolish people. Yeah, because ignorant people don't know, but foolish people are those who know they have the laws written, but they just don't follow it. They don't do what is written.
Okay, I think that okay. Let's go back to let's go back to where we were. So for people who are just joining us, we want to let you know that we are dealing with the first class of HMT, and this HMT is on law and order. Let's go back to our notebook, our slides. So let's just remind people who are joining us now. And please go and invite people, because before we start, let's invite as many people as possible so that they don't feel cheated, because these are very, very essential topics that we are going to go through now. Let's start from beginning. The topic, the beginning, the very beginning of the slide. Okay. Can you start from the beginning of the slide? Yeah, so the topic is this.
Blessings of law and order.
Yes, blessings of law and order. Keep on going. So we have gone through a lot of factors. We have, yes, go ahead. Keep on, okay, let me go. Sorry, I'm the one. So we have gone through a lot of slides, but if you want to see what we have studied, if you want to see what we have done, then go back and see it. This is where we stop, right?
Yes, sir.
So can you read this? Huh?
No,
Okay. Can you read it, please?
Commandments and laws are blessings because they lead to order.
Okay, so this is the culture that is needed to be observed and imbibed by our people. That laws are good, commandments, instructions are good, because they lead to order, and order leads to protection, order leads to security, order leads to prevention, and if there is no order, there will be destruction. So that is why any country you see that is in chaos, destroyed, is because there are no instructions and no orders. And because there are no orders, chaos will be inevitable. But so orders are therefore needed, instructions are needed, not because somebody hates you. Because the impression I used to have when I was growing up in Africa is that when they put order everywhere, it's like they want to oppress you. But really, we should rather change that mindset to begin to know that when there are order, and where there is order and instructions and laws anywhere, it's because somebody wants to protect me. Okay?
The law of any society that prohibits theft is for our protection.
Okay, look at this photo. No, oh, sorry. I will be changing it. I will be Yabudu Peredriga. Look at this photograph, for example. This is a thief that's just been caught in Malaysia or somewhere. So the reason why he was caught, even though he looks okay, and is being put in the police car, is because he broke the law. Supposing there are no laws. Okay, because some people say, okay, but there are laws, but people still break them. All right. At least we know who to arrest. Then let's now say, because people still break the law, let's remove the laws. Then you will never be able to come out of your house. Because nobody will be culprit or held culprit. Nobody will be held responsible for violating you, for taking your stuff, for attacking you. So nevertheless, it doesn't matter how much this inconvenience that we experience as a result of law, is still better than lack of law. Order is better than disorder. Okay, well, here we go. Just a minute, yeah.
The law that regulates transport or traffic lights is to evade us from collision and accidents.
Yep. We examined that. Yep.
That is the power of order that comes through law.
You say power in order. You say order is more powerful than blessings. order is more important than blessings. Remember that. Who can justify that statement? Order is more important than blessings.
Thank you so much. I believe that order is more important than blessings, because if blessings were to be given in a chaotic environment, one will never see the blessings of that blessing, because it will just be like everything will be colluding and colliding with each other. It will necessarily not bring out its blessings. Let me use this example, sir. If we know football, right? Football. Now, a senior team and a junior team, which team do you think would win if they were to play against each other?
Senior.
The senior team. Now, take the senior team. Now, make the goalkeeper the striker. Bring the midfielder to goal post, and just scatter them from their different positions and play them against each other. Who will win? Now, do you know that the senior team has the blessings of talent and experience? But because of the disorderliness in the arrangement of where their position is meant to be, they will lose. Not because they've not been blessed with potentials, with ability, with talent and experience, but because there is disorder.
Okay.
So,
who lives in England? If you live in England, one person, can you come forward? Keep on standing there. You live in England. Okay, stand there, please, so that we'll see you. Have you ever seen big house in Africa? Maybe you come from, in Africa, families have big houses. Maybe your grandfather built it, or your uncle built it, or your father built it. But there is no way you will grow up in Africa and not have a relative somewhere who has one big house. Have you ever seen a big African house before?
In terms of, because I come from
Size.
Size.
Yes.
Yeah, yes, I've seen one.
You come from one.
No, not coming from one.
Yeah.
I wanted to say I come from a village, so.
But you have seen?
I've seen, yeah.
Even in villages, there are big houses.
Yes.
Okay. Not just in towns, but in villages too, there are big houses.
Yes.
Okay. Do you know that if you go to England and you are coming from England,
Yes.
that to see a family that has a big house, especially the sizes that you see in Nigeria, I don't think you can. Even the old ones that they used to have, they call them now castles or castles. Yes, the Victoria houses, the castles, you know, those things are still there, but they are more like museum now. Nobody holds them. You know why? Because they have now realized, they have come to the realization in Great Britain that order is more important than blessings. Because right now in Nigeria, if you want to build a house, if Nigeria, it has to be big. Everybody is targeting big now. I don't know if you know about it.
Yes.
You know about it? Yes. 20 rooms, 10 rooms, 15 rooms, you know, fences, mansions. That's what people are building in Nigeria. You know that?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yes, it's true. Yes. You know what I'm talking about. But if you go to London now, I don't think you will, first of all, you will not find house. You will most likely find just apartments. Yeah. Even if you have house, that 5 rooms in that house is less than 1 sitting room alone, parlor, in Nigerian room, in Nigerian house. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
That's right.
It's right?
Yeah, that's right.
You think it's true?
Yes, it's true.
One parlor, and want something in Nigeria is more than a whole, one flat papa itself. It's more than a whole house. Yes. And the person in London will be saying, I have 5-bedroom house. And he's a big man. But that whole 5-bedroom house is just the size of 2 rooms in your place, or one parlor self. The reason is because they have discovered. The reason is because they have discovered that if you have big house, which you think is a blessing, but if you cannot maintain it, in England. Because for you to have that kind of big house like you have in Nigeria, you need more money to maintain it, in time, more than you use to build it. So they now know that it's not a blessing, it's a curse. Now let's go back to Nigeria. That big house that you have, first of all, doesn't have finishing. Secondly, doesn't have hot water. Thirdly, it doesn't have water system. Huh? No gas. It doesn't have water system. Sometimes even the aircon is not working, or it doesn't have aircon altogether. It doesn't have furniture no more. It doesn't have rugs. It doesn't have. So you have, or they are there. When they first built it, they were there. But all of them have been messed up, nothing to maintain it. So even that house, since it was built, maybe it was not even repainted one time. They never repainted it. So you see many big houses in Lagos, but when you look at it, it has not been repaired or repainted since its inception. So that is not a blessing. It's no more a blessing. Or many of your family houses, where your father, grandfather built big houses, they are now a curse. Because relatives are living there, but without, it's not being maintained. That your one bedroom in London is now of a better blessing than that 20 house, and of better value than that 20 house that you have in. I don't know if you are getting it.
Yes, yes.
So, therefore, order, small. I don't have much blessing. Small house, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom. But that one that I have hot water, I have sewage, I have water system, I have everything, electricity, 24 hours, I have gas, I have cooking or something, I have a kitchen, it's cozy. It's not 20 rooms, 1 room. But I am comfortable. And I can maintain it. I can pay for water, I can pay for light, I can pay for this, I can maintain it all year through. I can do renovation. I can change furniture. Order is more important than blessing. But but you think you have 20 something, but everything is run down. I don't know if you people, can anybody have a picture of such a house before?
Yes. I was actually trying to, from your explanation, sir, just a contribution that the value of a flat in London, is much more than the mansion wherever it is in Africa. Wherever. Just a flat.
It's
London.
more than 2 stories.
It's more than 2 stories. So other is.
But how many? Can anybody reconnect or recollect or a picture of such houses that you have seen being abandoned before? No. Even in your relatives, even family or in your village or your town, you never seen something like that? They are all over. It's common. You have one, your relatives in your family. Yeah. It's common that there are no. Yes. For example, if you go to a city like Elisha, you will see a lot of those buildings. But they are all wrecked. They are all wreckages. Go to Abeokuta. Go to Ibadan. You will see all those buildings. They are all old. Even roof is a disgrace. Even the roof where you are flying in the plane, you don't even need to go there and live there. Even those people, the relatives, the whole family, they cannot even change the roof. Yes, it's dilapidated. Everything is. If you go to Ijebu, the way I come from, you will see all these mansions, but they are all relics. Because people in Europe have discovered that those Victorian something, it is a luxury, unnecessary luxury. It's no more a blessing. It has become a curse. Because if you cannot put it in order, if you cannot run it by order, but in Nigeria today, everybody is still running after those things. But their children will be calling it a curse. Because their children will not be able to maintain. They will not even like to live there. And they will prefer to go and live in London in 1 bedroom flat than a lot of those people in London that you see, and in England, America. A lot of them have family houses at home. Oh. But they are living in London in the street or in some apartments as if they don't have anything over there. Because order. Why do people prefer to live in England than in Nigeria, even though their houses? In fact, I know somebody in London right now that the parents are multi-millionaires in Nigeria. And they are telling him, come to Nigeria, we'll give you, we are getting old. You will take over the family, something. He is refusing to go by all means. And over there, he's struggling. And he said, I will not go to Nigeria. Because all those blessings, to him, there are no more blessings anymore. He prefers order to the so-called blessing in Nigeria. I don't know if you people are getting the picture. You want to comment on that?
Yeah, because order simply would even preserve the little blessing, and it's order that grows it. Without order, the blessing becomes a curse, like you've explained.
Because what is blessing without protection? What is blessing without preservation? What is blessing without sustenance and sustainability? What is blessing without provision? What is blessing without amenities? What is blessing without the necessities? What is blessing that doesn't warm? What is the blessing that doesn't have water to clean? What is the blessing that doesn't have light to illuminate? What is the blessing? What is this? It's no more a blessing. It's now a headache. Because you have to pay for it, then you have to renovate it, then you don't have money to do it.
I think that's why a lot of investments come into Nigeria, but can hardly survive. So their coming was a blessing, but because
without order,
of the lack of order, in fact, they moved. We remember Virgin Airlines. Yeah. The guy had to leave Nigeria because of the lack of order. Even though his coming was a blessing as of that time. So I think order always maintains blessings. And so
or Nigeria Airways. Where is it now? Nigeria Railways, where is it? No, all those things could be built. But without order, it would have been better for it not to have been built.
Yes. There is a university in Nigeria called Obafemi Awolowo University, which is a very massive university. Extremely, I think the man who built that university was far ahead. So he built this very gigantic.
Awolowo built it. Awolowo built it.
Obafemi Awolowo. So very mighty buildings, excellent. In fact, as a matter of fact, some of those buildings, we were told, are made of complete cement. Like, the man built, and they are very vast. Like, Obafemi Awolowo University campus itself is like a whole city with its own aerodrome. Everything is there. Then coming over to Europe, where my school has been there for about 215 years.
Wow, 215
years that structure has been built. And it's just two buildings. Just two buildings facing each other. Just two buildings.
And it's better maintained?
Better maintained. They produced 3 Nobel Prize winners. My university alone has produced 3 Nobel Prize winners.
Which the whole country of Nigeria has never been able to produce.
The whole Nigeria has just one Nobel Prize winner. And these buildings, if I take you to the university where I graduated from in Ukraine, you will never believe that this university has been there for 10 years. Because the buildings are so maintained. They are always new.
But Obafemi, if you go and see, they dilapidated. In fact, we can go and look for it. Can somebody look for it right now? Look for Obafemi Awolowo University campus. You will dilapidated houses, campuses in Obafemi Awolowo University. You will see, I saw it. I saw the video about it. It was catastrophic. Let's say. Who is looking for it? Obafemi Awolowo campus building dilapidated.
So a university that's been there for 215 years.
It's like it was just built yesterday.
Just built yesterday. Just 2 buildings.
And this one that is not even 100 years. Is it less than even?
Less than, it was built in 1950.
Yeah, less than 100 years. Not less than 70 years, and it's already finished.
It's completely
dead.
You see, like all these
black
arcade, all those different things, plants growing on the walls now, growing. And the buildings, if I have to estimate the number of buildings in Obafemi Awolowo, there should be at least 200 buildings. At least 200 buildings, like a whole city. So it's so big, but no maintenance. It has become a curse. It used to be the finest. They used to call it the finest campus in Africa. Africa. They used to call it African most beautiful campus. Yes. Yes.
You have it? You have the video? Give it to her. Send it to him by. You have it? Oh. You have the destroyed, the maledicated building? Huh? You have, what was it? What was written? No, you have to find the state it is now. Is that what you found? Where the condition it is right now? No. Let's find, no, this is not what we need. We want to find the current situation. Yeah, can you send that one to them? Send it to, who do you send it to? Julie? So order is more important than blessings. Now that university, Obafemi Awolowo University, is a great blessing, yeah? Huge. Kilometers. So that is the problem I am seeing with all Nigerian pastors now. Do you know that the pastors now, they are repeating the same mistake?
Yes.
They don't know yet that that order is more important than blessings. So they are still looking after blessings. And they are running after blessings. And the way they are running after blessings, they want to build new building, bigger building.
100,000 seater, 150,000 seater.
They don't even want to think what will happen when they are gone. Because when Awolowo is gone, finished. And when they are gone too, it's finished. Believe me. Because the structure, the order, the system is more important than just the blessings.
Yes.
I don't know if you are getting what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Because the pastors are making the same mistake right now. The pastors are making the same mistake. Let's have a look at, let's look at this one. If this is what you have, this is the way it was originally, initially. Okay, yeah, go ahead and play it. Yes, let it play. Start from the beginning. So this is the way it was when it was a blessing. Yeah, see the beautiful campus, wonderful stuff, but we will later show you what it has become now. This is the Ife, Great Ife entrance gate. These are just the structures, the buildings, but by the time you look closely and you go into the details of it, yeah, you discover that it has been run down. The blessing is no more a blessing, it has become a curse because no maintenance. You see? Can you begin to see it? You see what is happening? No maintenance. They have not even painted it.
Even the grasses are uncut.
Yeah. It is no more a blessing. Order is more important. So when people say they are, okay, you have VC, right? University administrators, vice chancellors. Nobody deserves to be appointed as university VC or administrators. Everybody is supposed to be fired. Because if you cannot maintain order, if you cannot put a system of order in a place, you don't deserve to run it. You are not running it. The same thing with governors and with administrators of cities, mayors. Nobody deserves, no, put it off, Mewa. Nobody deserves to be in any administrative position if you don't understand order. The first requirement is order. Because if there is no order, there is nothing. The blessings become a curse, everything becomes damaged, and goes into disrepair if there is no order. So the law of order is much more important than the blessings itself. But in Africa right now, everybody is focusing on the blessing. And then they will tell you, oh, we don't have maintenance culture. This is more than that. This is more than just we don't have maintenance culture. This has to be addressed fundamentally. It is a value system issue. And only people who have value systems should be allowed to even take up the position in the first place. So right now what we are seeing is just what people have done 60 years ago. But then you wonder, yeah, it's only 60 years. If you, like his own school, 200 years, 250 years, you would not, it doesn't, it's like it just was built yesterday. Because nobody is maintaining anything. Do you have the other one? Let's see another video of how the thing is looking like now. Okay. Yeah. So the blessings of law and order, it cannot be overestimated. It has to be taught from every home. But these things that we are talking about Nigeria, I will tell you something now that will shock you. Do you know, even these things we are talking about Obafemi University and Nigeria as the road, those are even good compared to Nigerian homes. Families' homes. Go into our homes. You will discover that order, law and order is a foreign concept to us. Order. You don't know what order is in homes in Nigeria. People's houses, people's rooms is more catastrophic than the streets and the country. But the country is good. That's why people who live in Nigeria, they don't even say anything bad in the country so much. I mean, in those universities, they say it's bad, but their homes are even worse. Those are the good things they are going to see in town, really. But then if you go to the poor man's house in the village, that is absolutely disgusting. No concept of order at all. So this is a culture thing. And this is a value system that needs to be entrenched in the whole culture down to every village. It has to be there and enforced. I remember when I was growing up, when Obafemi Awolowo was the premier of Western something. Even though he was no more premier, but some of the order that he put was still there. They had some inspectors, health inspectors, that will be going from house to house to see how you keep your home, where you put the water, how you keep the food, how you eat, how this. Can you imagine that? We need to go back to that system. But they don't have it anymore. Everybody is just to their own. It's like Israel. To your houses, O Israel, or what? To your tent. To your tent, O Israel. Everybody is going to do whatever they want in their own tent. Can we have the video? What happened? But the pictures, can they tell us maybe some stories? Do they reflect what we are talking about? Yeah, let's see the pictures at least. Okay, put on the... Okay.
This building is called the Spider Building.
Okay. So this is the way it was, huh? Okay. Yeah, let's start from the beginning. Okay, you see, these are run down. Beautiful architecture, but you see it's run down, no maintenance. No maintenance, go ahead. I saw one that shows everything the way it's so decayed and broken down. You know, you see all the black stuff, all these things, no maintenance. No, you can't see the picture of what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the way it is before. No, if you saw what I saw, you will cry. No, these are the good pictures.
These are their best.
Yeah, these are the best years and the best states. No, this is not what we need. Anyway, let's continue with our. If you find it, we'll go back to it. Let's continue with our slides. So, order is more important than blessings. Okay?
So it is only wise. Oh,
Sorry. Wait, where was I? Is it where? Is it here? Okay.
So it is only wise to receive and abide by God's law and commandments.
Okay.
Psalm 19, verse 7 to 8. The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple. The statutes of the Lord are right, rejoicing the heart. The commandment of the Lord is pure, enlightening the heart.
Stop. Now, the problem with our religious people, Christians, is that when we see things like this, we think that it's only talking about religious and spiritual life. But it's talking about laws. So, the law of the Lord is perfect. What does that mean? Law helps you to create perfect conditions and perfect environment. So it is only through implementation of laws that perfect societies could be created. Anything that is done perfectly is because some laws have been observed. Operation, surgery, building, painting, anything that, cars, infrastructure, anything that is done well and perfect is because some laws have been observed. That's what laws does. That was the law of the Lord is perfect. Law helps to bring about perfection. Converting the soul. Law helps to build a perfect institution or infrastructure that ministers to the soul. Law, either it is applied spiritually, it ministers to your soul. But even if it's applied physically, when law is applied, let's look at this city, those European cities we look at, or even Kigali that we looked at, it ministers to your soul. When things are done according to law and order, the soul is what do you call it? Right? Reprieved or is ministered. Is replenished. I was looking for another word. Your soul is ministered to. You are replenishing your soul. You are ministered to. It brings beauty. That's what law does. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making the wise simple. The law or testimonies of the law or instructions of the law, they simplify life for the wise. Because it's only the wise that observes the law and instructions, and it simplifies. You see the road we are showing you, those are simplified way of life. It makes things basic. When laws are observed, when instructions are followed, life is simplified. The statutes of the law are right. You say righteousness is established in the society through laws and statutes. And you can establish righteousness through the law by establishing statutes and rights. It's rejoicing the heart. It means it makes you happy. When everywhere is clean, everything is neat, it gladdens your heart. The commandment of the Lord is pure, enlightening the eyes. You say it entertains your eyes. You like what you see. So these are not just spiritual instructions. They could be applied into practical application. That is what we don't have in our religiosity in Africa. We don't apply Bible in daily life. Okay, go ahead.
The laws of God are pleasant because it's perfect.
You see, laws brings about pleasantry, and it brings about perfection.
The law brings order to a man's soul. It helps you to remove evil from your soul.
Yep, and from your sight, from physical sight as well, from your view. You know, when you put everything in order, in structure, in order, in perfection, you don't see all the ugly stuff around. Law, abiding by the law, instruction, they bring order. Yep.
God's okay. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. Let's check out some video. We have a video here. Let's see the way law, when law is applied in a society, what that brings about. So now, how can you say, look at this city, for example. What city is it? Los Angeles, eh?
Hollywood.
Yes, Los Angeles, Hollywood. Look at this city here. It's like, it's chaotic, right? It's just a bunch of buildings and all that. So how can this be managed? Everything has law. Everything, instruction. This is even bigger than Lagos. But no chaos. It's not chaotic. Why is it that if this place is much more bigger than Lagos and Ibadan, everything put together, but everything functions well? Only thanks to one thing: laws and order. Law and order. Law and order. So it's not that Lagos is too big or too many people, it's too crowded. No, let's put off the light and see something all over again. Yeah. Let's start all over again. Can you start again? You see? But every single thing here, stop. Every single house here is built with permission, according to some instructions. You see, it looks chaotic, but there is a number on every building here. Do you want to tell me about that in Nigeria? There are all documentation about every little space you have here. Paperwork. Every one of them has so many paperworks, and everything could be produced. There is a superhuman connection between all these buildings. Unbelievable connections. In fact, there is a page, you can get a page, a computer page, where all these things, you can get instructions on everything. In fact, you can get the owner, when it's built, what is there, every condition of everything it is out. That is order. So that is why blessings are not necessary. Blessing is not necessary without order. That is why order must be, first of all, be installed and be put in place. Order must first of all be instilled in people before blessings. So order must go before blessings, or the culture of order must go ahead of blessings. People must be trained and taught in orderliness and in observing orders and instructions before blessings could come to them. But in Nigeria, we boast ourselves at the fact that we're able to do anything we want. Anybody who has money can just go ahead and get house or land anywhere and just build anything he wants. Whereas if you do that in the West, you will be paying penalty and levy all your life. Huh? Fine. You'll be paying fine. In fact, you could go to prison. You don't want to do it. You want to know the instructions before you begin to do anything. Because if you don't know instruction and you begin to do anything anyhow, you condemn your life. You just killed yourself. Because you'll be fighting in court for the rest of your life. In fact, maybe in prison. Order must come before blessings. Okay, let's play. So what is there for the explanation for the chaos we have in Nigeria? Lack of order. Why is it that there is no, see movement? Do you know people complain about Lagos traffic goes slow? There is no need for it when there is order. This is much more bigger than Lagos, much more complex than Lagos. But why is it that there is no edict of Lagos? Because order was first of all put in place before all the blessings. In Nigeria, everybody wants to get a car. But what road will you drive it on? Nobody cares. Everybody wants to build a house. What is the plan? Nobody cares. Because you see order. See, every street is in order. Every place, tree, you see, everything is planned. Where there will be tree, where there will be the people standing, sitting down, just enjoying. Everything must be in order. That's the power of order. This is what it means to have a functioning city, a functioning town. Even if there are 20 million, 100 million there, you don't feel it. It's like you are the only one there because of order. Order is a powerful thing. But that order is as a result of what? Who knows? Laws, instructions, statutes. Order is not just coming by itself. Order is only as a result of instructions and laws. And instructions and laws are coming from where? It's a manifestation of wisdom. So you have wisdom that gives birth to instructions and commandments and statutes and then instructions and statutes and laws give birth to order. You see all the line, yellow line, there is something for it. You see all the signs everywhere? Everything is written down somewhere. Everything is planned out. Everything can be accounted for. So in Nigeria, for example, everybody just wants to build a house. And they will go and bribe people to get permission without going by the instructions. And they think they are cool. And I'm a tough guy. Because I'm able to get something, just get it, bribe something. I know somebody there. And they think it's a blessing, that I was able to do it and do it anywhere I want and where I want. But they don't know it's a curse when you have a blessing without order. I think we should have another video, eh? Yes, does not be to go a video. Now, Barot, there, yes. Okay, let's go back to the notes. Yeah, move it this way, yeah. No. Yeah.
Same with the society. God's law helps to remove evil from society.
Yes. God's laws prevents evil in the society. God's law helps to remove and prevent evil from the society, in the society. Okay.
The law makes you wise because it enlightens your eyes or understanding.
Of understanding, yeah.
Of understanding.
Yeah. You see? Law and order. Okay?
Just like the law makes a man wise, law and order also creates a wise society.
They are now having wise society, wise cities, smart cities, they call them. Smart cities.
Yeah, a smart city and a smart country.
Law is the result. You see the serenity here? And you see what is happening here? It's not just because of poverty or lack of money, it's because of lack of order. This is a sign of lack of order right here. And this is prosperity is a result of order. Poverty is a result of lack of order. Okay, Kako is not shut. Tam the best paradox. Let's see another video here. Put the voice as well. Can you start from beginning with voice? It has this national answer, huh? Yeah, look what is happening. Stop. Go back. Does it have voice volume? Zvuk, yes? Hello, stop. You just saw Los Angeles. What is this? What is it? What? Yes. What? Yeah, please. Put on the light for her. Let her talk. No, not this light. No, yeah, you can put. This is not even a town. It's a village compared to Los Angeles. It's even a street. It's even less than a street compared to Los Angeles. It's not even big. It's a village. It's nothing. But it's chaotic.
Even though
you don't need the light. Okay,
Yeah.
put it off.
like even though they created lines to divide the road, you can see this one driver here.
Not just the one driver. All of them are driving anyhow.
Look at this. Where are the sidewalks for people to walk on?
Huh?
Where are the sidewalks? The crosswalks.
The sidewalk is supposed to be this here.
The crosswalks.
The crosswalks, yeah. No crosswalks. No, this is not for pedestrians. This is the bridge. This is what people are supposed. That's stupid. See, this because let me tell you what the problem is. The problem is starting with there's no order whatsoever. Okay, you tell me.
When I came to Nigeria, I was culture.
Yeah.
It was just a culture shock because this is what I saw.
In the whole country.
Yes.
Everywhere.
Yes. Imagine living in America and coming here.
What was the shock like? Tell us.
I can't even describe it. I don't know where to begin. Like no roads, potholes. This is exactly what I saw.
But this is the best.
It's orderly.
This is the best. This is Ikorodu Road, K2 Ikorodu Road. This is the best. This is the express road. This is the best in Nigeria. Now, have a look. So this place here now, see human beings here. This place doesn't belong to human beings at all.
It belongs to chickens.
No. This place is supposed to be trees. These are supposed to be trees here. Plantations here. Greens. You remember what you saw in Kigali? Yeah. Supposed to be trees here. But it has not just become pedestrian for human beings are walking, but they are selling. This is a market right here. This is a market. People are selling. These are traders selling. So what does it take to put order in these things? It doesn't take anything. Just laws and instructions. Laws. See, what is this? What is this? What is all this? What is all this? Even animals, even cattle can make better order than this. See, where is the road here? Where is the road here? Where are people? Where is road? Where is anything? What's this?
Even on the sidewalk, there are motorcyclists.
Yes, it was. So the problem is not lack of money. The problem is not poverty. The problem is culture. There is no culture of order. There is no culture of law. There is no concept that law is a blessing. There is no understanding or the concept that law is for their good. And the people don't even imbibe it. And then there is no government. This is a sign of lack of government because they don't enforce any law. Government is for enforcing law and order. But there is no government. Put it off. You can't tell me that there is, put it off. You can't tell me that there is a government in this city. And this is the best government in Nigeria. Lagos government is the best. And you can't tell me that there is government here. You know, one time when Fashola was there, everybody was praising him. They said, oh, let's go and see Fashola, let's go and see Fashola. So I went to see him. So he was asking me, what is your impression of our city? We are making a lot of changes. I said, the impression is that, you want to hear the truth? He said, yes. Are you sure? He said, yes. I said, the impression I have is that there is no government here at all. He was so shocked. He didn't even know how to continue the discussion after that. No, isn't that just the truth? Can you tell me there is government here in this city? Everybody is supposed to be fired. Even if Jesus Christ becomes the governor or the president of Nigeria now, they will hate him, they will kill him. That's why they will kill me. In my own case, I would rather die. Because I'm going to, if I go to Nigeria, even though I'm not the president and I'm not a politician, but I'm going to enforce, I am going to find a way to enforce law and order in this country. And I would rather die doing it. And they will hate you when you begin to enforce it. Yes. When Idi Agbo and Buhari was trying to do it, they overthrew them. They hate it because of the value system. Yes. Now, Livio, tell me what you think about this thing. Put it on. Put the light.
Yeah, well, this is the first time I see something like this, and I really can't believe that there is a country or a city or even a town where this is possible, yet it is. Yet it is. So
you never knew that something like this ever is.
Never. I still have to. I can't imagine this.
That this is happening in any country.
No, it looks so crazy and not logical to me.
Of course, not logical.
No, it's so chaotic.
You can't even think about it.
No, and it's pretty dangerous seeing all those people on the streets and no.
You never saw anything like this?
Never, ever before. No.
You didn't even know this is possible?
No, really not.
So this is a shock for him.
Yeah, I'm really shocked. This is not the way things are supposed to be. Really not. Yeah. I'm so astonished about what I'm seeing, and this picture something needs to be done. This is dangerous. No, I don't like it. I don't like this.
This is crazy. You understand why I want to go back to Africa?
Yeah, I totally understand. Yeah,
I've got to go back because people are talking in Nigeria right now. You go to Nigeria, people are talking about economy, the figure, infrastructure, rubbish. This is what they are supposed. What I am talking about here is what they are supposed to be talking about. They are supposed to be talking about how to bring about order, how to bring about orderliness, how to bring about instructions, how to bring about order, how to bring about rules, statutes, how to bring about commandments, how to bring about the importance of it. This is what the whole country is supposed to be debating, talking about, looking for ways. No governor talks about this. No president talks about this. In our whole history, only one government has talked about it before. And it was not popular. Whereas this is the singular most important thing. Actually, matter of fact, order, talking about this, is more important than all the natural resources. It's better not to have natural resources, but to have order. And you must have order before you have natural resources. Put it off. Let him see it very well.
Yeah, it will.
Let him have a good look.
It really hurts my eyes, and
he doesn't even know how to look, what to make sense, how to make sense of all this. Explain to me what you are saying.
Yeah, well, a chaotic situation, and I can't imagine that people know where they should go and how they should walk. There are so many things that need to change.
Hey, stop, don't talk. Sorry.
Where do people walk normally here? Because I see like motors on the where's the place where just normal people walk? This is
everywhere.
Not normal.
Normal people are walking everywhere.
So you see the lack of rules, you see the chaotic situation, and it's just when I look at this, I just see danger everywhere.
So you see immediately the importance of law and order and lack of it.
Yeah.
Okay, let me now tell you where real normal people are supposed to. All these people you are seeing here, all these people, they are supposed to go through this. This is a flyover here, a bridge, just for pedestrians. Empty. People are supposed to, you see all these infield people going there? All these people are supposed to go through this place and cross over here, and then come from there and cross.
But
no human being should be walking here.
But even that is not logical because what about somebody who's disabled? How can he?
Disabled? Well, they don't.
Yeah, it's. What about those people?
You are too advanced.
outsider brought up the topic of, disabled routes, you notice how we all started laughing? Isn't that sad?
You don't think about them, they don't exist. In our consciousness, disabled don't exist.
No, but I live in Europe, in Holland, in Rotterdam, and we have provisions on the street for, even for somebody who's blind, we have things on the street that they can feel where they should walk, and they know when the traffic lights is on green and on red, they hear a tick or something. So there is provision for everything.
That is order, super order.
Yeah. Even where people who are in wheelchairs, where they should drive and stuff, everything is in order. There are rules for everything, and everybody knows it. And this is shocking to me. And what you say is really true. It's not lack of money, because in Holland, we raise money, and we send it to Africa for years.
It's not
I
about
always
money.
hear people about
It
sending money
disappears.
to,
The money disappears.
So, yeah. It hurts my eyes. It really hurts my eyes.
It's unbelievable. It doesn't make logic. It doesn't make sense. And nobody is addressing this. If you put on Nigerian television, nobody talks about this. This is like no issue. It's like no, there's no problem. This is no problem. Nobody is normal. This is just okay. This is good. This is Niger.
There's really no one who addresses that.
Nobody, no individual, not one individual, not one government. This is the best.
Is there a mayor there? Is it the capital city?
No. This is a major commercial capital city, yes. There is a mayor, a governor here. Like Rotterdam.
Well, I want to know what he's doing in his. With
It's like there is no government, yeah? It's like there is no government here. Anarchy. So that's for you to know how important law and order is. Let it keep on playing. Just keep on playing. Let's keep on saying it. There is more order in the street, on the sea, than in the road. On the ocean, even though there is no order also. But at least that is better than the condition where people are living. Can you see? You see this? Human beings, they went and put houses on this top. No, let's go back. Let's go back a little bit. Okay, let's play it now. This doesn't cost anything. Let it keep on playing. Just no sound. This doesn't cost any money. It just costs order. You don't need money to put back to the slides. Have you just received the shocks of your lives? Yeah. Terrible. Is it? Where is it? Where were we? No, okay, no, before we go to the next video, let's go. Where are the slides now? Okay. Proverbs 10:8.
But a prating fool shall fall.
That is what is happening. Chaos. Lack of order is foolishness. Foolishness, that is lack of instruction, leads to things falling apart. Things fall. Destruction leads to foolishness leads to destruction. Chaos. And that's what we just saw. Go ahead.
It is the fool that goes.
Where is it? There is something we are missing, huh?
There's something there.
What is written there? It is the fool that goes against the law, or that does not observe the law. Like Africa, that city we see, that is an act of foolishness. That old country, that old city, that is foolishness in display. It is foolishness that does not embrace the law. Foolishness ignores the law. Wisdom embraces the law because law brings about order. Okay?
Because to break the law is to disrupt order.
You see? And you just saw the example of it. Yeah?
In society and in human lives.
Yeah. Okay, next video now. Let's get the next video. Yes, please. Next video. Galia. Next video. Nikamne, another video mne pakazat. Ashi wote suda idiosh. No, he will take care of that. That's not your job. He will take care of that. You give me the video. So, kako is this, Unas? I think kako master is this. Start from again. Kako master video shows a video. Okay, go back from the beginning, please. Okay, see, you saw Lagos now. Stop. Oh, go back again. Stop. Leave you. We just have to. We have to explain. This is country now. You see order. You see these instructions. These things. These are instructions. These are not just marks. These are instructions. You see the women. They are safe. Order brings safety. Order brings protection. Order brings peace, rest. Just order alone, not prosperity. Order. Not wealth. Order. You see, a woman could just come with a baby. The baby is protected, you see? In the bicycle. Protected. Everybody is safe. Let it play. You see? Free, as if nobody is living in the country. Because everything is provided for. First of all, there is order. And once there is order, there is safety. Everything is provided for. Everything. Everybody's interest is considered. There are special roads for bicycles, for bikes like this. Human beings, you see? Everything is considered. Nobody running into, no cars. Can you see cars? No. Just for bicycles. Order. Just think ahead, plan ahead, make provisions, you see? No cars coming to run on them. Nobody selling in the street. Nobody crossing anywhere, anyhow. Order. You see, there is a small road for her, you see? She has their own road. You see? They have their own place. Instructions everywhere. You see? In big city too. In a city like Lagos. But thanks to order, everything is safe. Nobody needs to worry about anything. It's not about technology. It's not about, no rocket science needed. Just order. Thinking. Law and order. Thinking ahead. Cars have their road. Bicycles their road. Everybody know their place. No danger. You see signs everywhere. Signs everywhere. All these things are signs. All these white things, they are not just there. In Lagos Road, you don't even see them. They are everywhere. Everywhere there are signs. And nobody is stealing the bicycles. See all the bicycles parked there. Nobody is stealing them. You see so many bicycles parked. Peace. No danger. Grass, everything there. Everybody know their place. That is the power of order. Okay, let's go back to our notes. Hey. I need it now. You don't need it when you are playing, but you need it when I'm talking. Okay. Let's go back to the notes. What page are you? Tony Butpamogite here. Okay. Can you read this?
Yes. Hence, it will lead.
No, let's go back.
Let's go
first.
back, yeah.
Yeah.
So, because to break the law is to disrupt order in society and in human lives.
Yeah.
Hence, it will lead to ease or fall or destruction.
Yeah. Like this. At least here there is war. But look at the place where there was no war and there's still destruction. Yeah.
If at first you don't succeed, try reading the instructions. Daniel Nemi.
You see, if you don't succeed, it's because you have missed out on some instructions. Yeah. Instructions must go before action. He said, if you at first you don't succeed, it's because you didn't do what you need to do first. Instructions must precede activities. So don't allow people to come to the city when you have not had instruction in place. Instructions must precede. Don't just be running about trying to do something. Instructions must precede activities. That's what we need to teach our people to do. Okay?
We don't break God's law, we break ourselves.
Yeah. In the society also. Not just God's law in the Bible, but in the society too.
Matthew 5:17. Think not that I am come to bring peace.
To break the law.
To break the law.
But I've come to fulfill it. Yeah. Okay, see, can you read it?
Yeah, think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
Okay.
Hence, Jesus didn't deny the law before coming to fulfill it.
But came to fulfill it.
Okay,
yeah.
but came to fulfill it.
Yep.
Law and order gives assistance. For example, address your envelope well to get it to the destination.
Yeah, you see? If you don't put address, you just put your letter. No address, where it's going, nowhere it's coming from. It just goes nowhere. It ends up in a trash box. That is the power of instruction. Ordinary instruction here, this thing can get to America. It can get to Bosnia. It can get to anywhere. But if you don't have the address, that's simple instruction, order. Okay?
Law and order protects all members of society.
Yep. Let's go to the third video that was there. No, not this one. Is it the third one here? There were 3 before. Okay. So this is talking about how it is not easy to establish and affirm Etanito tenașlar de șotă. Da, no, etanito, ya genia etas prasho. So this is how difficult it is to establish order, law and order. But it's still worth it. It is still worth it. Make it to the full page. You are not. It's full like this. No, that's why it's supposed to be done. Otherwise, you have to get it straight from here. You are supposed to have told him about that. Because it's too small for people. You have to always think about the interests of people who are watching over there. So if I didn't put it on, I wouldn't notice. You didn't notice. No, but it has been for 2 hours. For 2 hours, none of you noticed. Because you are like Africans who are in the Africa there. Because you don't put people forward. You don't put the interests of people at first. You know what you can do? Just take the screen and use your hand. Mayowa, you know how to do it. Use your hand to expand the screen. So this is talking about how it is not easy to establish order. You see people, there are crazy people everywhere. Yeah. You see, this will happen a lot everywhere. In Nigeria, everywhere. People are people. So this is the point. Yeah, it's good now. Yes, it's okay now. People are people. So people will break the law everywhere. There is always a fight. But that is why it is more important to exercise the discipline to enforce order than to just let anything be. If you let anything be, entropy comes. Human beings, they degrade everything. They degrade everything. They make everything go from worse to worse. Can you put on the line? Let me explain that. Huh? If law and order is not enforced, everything degenerates. Even in Europe, because you were telling me, that's to answer your question. Your question is that, is there anything that is wrong with us, black people? Why we cannot enforce our Nigerians? Is that something in us, in our gene, that does not allow us to enforce the law, to follow the instructions? You see, these are white people. It is in all human beings. All human beings have sinful nature. The reason why they are doing all this is because they think nobody is seeing them. They don't know that there is a hidden camera. The same everywhere. We just need to put punitive measures, so that everybody will know that there will be consequences. The reason why it is law and order is more obeyed in the Western world is because it has been enforced for centuries, and people have been punished. And the information is there all the time. That is why people abide by the law. But when they see that there is nobody going to enforce the law, this is how they behave. But in our place, nobody is enforcing it. So everybody is behaving like that. That's why we look like animals. There must be penalty, enforced penalty, punitive orders all the time. It is the punishment, the pain, the constant enforcement of law and order. That is what makes people to obey the law. I don't know if you understand me. But when everything goes, everything degrades. Everything disintegrates. Everything degrades. Everything goes down. Human beings are like this. You see? Human beings are like this. Everybody wants, you see? This is what is happening. This is happening in the West too. Because somebody wants to outsmart the other one. Somebody wants to say that I can make it. Okay, they want to outsmart. Every human being wants to behave like that. And people are getting drunk in the West too. So that's why enforcement is important. And that's why cameras, secret cameras also is important. Order must be enforced. Okay, go back to the notes. Okay, where are we now? Attention? Okay, we break ourselves. Okay, we did it. Another video? Okay, let's do this first.
Yeah. Law and order protects all members of society.
Okay.
Therefore, a person should first be changed by a teacher's instructions and guided by principles of ritual. Only then can he observe the rules of courtesy and humility, obey the conventions and rules of society, and achieve order.
You see, even in China, even Confucian philosopher knows that order is only as a result of rules, obedience, courtesy, observation of rules. You see, it's everywhere. China, Europe, America, anywhere you go, it is the same philosophy. It is the same thing. Rules, instructions are the greatest blessings you could have. They bring about order. It's manifestation of wisdom. But the problem with people like Livio, who are born in the West, is that they don't even know these things anymore because everything is working, everything is functioning. And that's why it's important to know. So for me, it's better for me to go to Africa because I know these things. Most of Nigerians who live in the West, they also live in the West, but they just enjoy it. But they don't care enough to find out is this West built? This West that we are all coming to, our politicians also come to the West. They come to the West, but they don't know, they don't care to ask questions. How is this thing come across? How is this order, did it come about, this order? And that's why I'm not afraid of going back to Africa, because I know exactly how to fix it. I know exactly how Western world is built. And I know how to build any nation like that. Okay? Can you, regulate it? Yeah?
Your choices must not infringe the rights of others.
Yep. You see, that's why you have police. That's why you have police. That's you have enforcement. That's why we need enforcement. Law, instructions, laws, and orders need enforcement. Okay?
Law and order limits the evil aspects of man, but develops the best qualities of the man.
You see? Did you see the video? Remember the video we saw? That is the evil aspect of man. Once they notice that there is no law, and there is no order, no enforcement, nobody is there, no police, nobody, everybody begins to behave crazy. That's why law and order are needed to put everybody in check. That is what keeps the evil part of man hidden. And the best part of man is exposed. Law and order brings that dichotomy. Yes? Okay, we had a video. Okay. Let's do the video. Okay. Put on the sound here. Show it as this. Can you take it back? Let it start again. So there will be people who will always, that's the human nature. There will always be people who want to break the law. That's why you have law enforcement agencies. That's what the police are meant for. That's why courts are meant for. Law enforcement. The whole thing is about enforcement. If you are going to have a law and you don't have enforcement, it means you don't have law. So in every society, enforcement must be put on the highest level of something. Otherwise, humans are sinful. Humans misbehave. Let it play again. Can you play it? Yeah. So these are examples of how human beings misbehave without enforcement. And only enforcement will keep society together. Where is the volume? Start it with the volume. Let it play with the volume again. What happened to the volume? Is it clear enough for the Facebook? Then do something. Hey. What's happening? Okay, thank you. Let's go back to the note. So law must come with enforcement. Law must go with enforcement. Law.
Law and order limits the evil aspects of man but develops the best qualities of the man.
Yep.
Law and order prevents violations of rights and position.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice video. You have the sound? Stop. Stop. Let it play. Just remove the sound. Now, when you look at something like this, stop. Stop. It is easier to think that this is as a result of poverty. But if you understand what is law and order, that law and order is what life hinges on. Okay, for example, let's say there is law and order in place and it's been enforced that parents that allow their children to go and do something like that will go to prison. Let's say there is a law that says that the parents will go to prison if they do this. Those parents will be watching after their children. Or let's say there is a law that says that if you send your children to go and do something like that, the government will take them from you. And it's actually been enforced. Nobody will do it. Do you know that when we were growing up, we were so poor, we were going to work in the farm, but this is different. This is not farm work, helping your parents. This is sending them, using them as like child labor on the mining. Mining, this is. And their parents are in agreement with this. You see, it's more about law and order. And do you know that not in every poor family that will allow them to do this? It's because there is no law and order, you see. Remove it. Play it now. Let's see the film. Play the film. Put the volume. You will notice that the people who are fighting for these people are not people from their countries. The people who are holding the placards fighting are the Westerners. Westerners are not providing any work for them or any money for them. They are just saying, stop it. Enforce the law. They are just fighting against it. They are not providing money for it. They are just saying, stop it. Just let there be law and order. You see, it's all about law and order. Thank you. Let's go back. Let's go back to our slides.
Law and order prevents violations of rights and position.
Yep, that like we just saw now. Hey, why is my something not? Okay. Okay, let's put on the light. Put on the light there, please. All right. All of you have to come stand up, or maybe one by one. If you are fast enough, you come one by one. If not, all of you have to stand up. So I need all of you people to respond to this teaching today, and tell me what have you learned. Number two, what are your conclusions? What are your feelings? Number three, what are your decisions, conclusion? What's going through your mind? What are you thinking? What are your decisions? What are your thoughts? What's happening? Who wants to be the first? And by the way, are you glad that you are here? That you are hearing this?
Yes, I'm really glad to hear this and to be part of this.
My camera.
And to be part of this teaching today it's a really an eye-opener for me, because when I was in Africa, I grew up there, so really I don't see anything wrong.
Yes, all of us. All of us too.
I've never thought about anything being wrong about it, because that's the system where we were all brought up, and we think it's normal. It's a normal way of living. But as we have all seen today, that we really have a big problem, because just like every one of us, we try to run away from change when it's coming. We pray for it. We ask
She
God
just told you only one is
solution.
needed.
We ask God to bring changes, but when it's coming, we think it's wickedness. I remember when I watched on Facebook about the Lagos government trying to
Remove
these people from this kind of
illegal,
place.
yes.
I was also getting angry with the government as well.
All Nigerians are getting angry because they don't understand. They don't have understanding.
Yeah, because we always like.
We are used to chaos.
So where do you have a home for them? Did you provide for them? Did you think about them before removing them from where they are? So it's always this thing of not.
Is the microphone on? They said they cannot hear it. Is it? Is it green? No, it's not green.
So it's
Hello,
always
you people do your job. Why do I have to do your job for you?
so it's always a thing of all of us seeing life as normal, and enforcing change is always difficult. I remember the first time when they put the bus
You have
lane.
to start from all over again because they didn't hear what you were saying. That when you were in Nigeria.
Okay, I said, like I said before, when I was in Nigeria, I would also reason like every one of them are reasoning right now, because when some people watch what's going on here tonight, there will still be some people who will still battle it and not see it from that same point of view where we are seeing it right now, because the system makes you believe that that's the way it's meant to be, and when there is any little changes coming from anywhere, we fight it because we're not used to changes. We don't. At times it looks like we don't want to change, and then there are so many things that will come in. The tribal thing will come in. So many other reasons will come in, and the law will be killed. So sometimes these laws do come up, I remember when they made a new route for the new buses, BRT buses in Lagos. Initially, when that thing started, everybody was scared of using the bus route.
Why?
You know that today, once you feel like you are a person of authority, you get on the bus route. And once one person gets in, everybody is looking at, did anybody catch him? No. Everybody joins the bus route as well. So we fight change and fight it and bring it to the ground. And part of the reason from what I've discovered today is because we don't really have the enforcers. The law enforcement agencies are not active. So it's like everything is done on a sentimental basis, on when just like when you meet, they say, do you know who I am, and stuff like that, and people break laws and get away with it. So it's an eye-opener for me today to be part of this change that I'm seeing today, and understanding it from the point of law and order, and why it's really, really important in our country, Nigeria, because that is a very good and important way to go.
So do you think that Nigeria could actually move forward or become a normal country without this principle we just addressed today?
Without this principle, even if we pump all the money from the whole nation to Nigeria, it will still not be good.
Nothing will work out?
Nothing will work out. Nothing will work out.
So you now agree that our problem is not just poverty?
In fact, it's now I understood what you said about if you send all the money in all part of the world to a place where there is no, where they are not rich in
value system,
the money will come back to the place where there is law and order and value system. It will come back. It's now I begin to understand when he said it, because the whole thing is now linking back together. So where there is no law and order.
Because law and order is only one value system that a nation can embrace. One. And there are a set of them that I have. We have to put in place in Nigeria. Nobody talks about these things.
Because even right now that this thing is going on live on Facebook, how many people comes to watch it?
They don't see the importance.
They don't see it, but if it was everybody gathered, there is signs and wonders, there is miracle, there is money.
Prophecy
coming in, you will see 1.2 million viewers. Everybody will be everywhere typing amen, amen, amen. It is done, it is well. Because we don't see the values of law and order as anything important. We're born in a way where we believe in what we see. What we see is what rules. Anything that looks green, everybody wants to be part of it. Everybody wants to be there. But any other thing that looks like there will be a little walk about it, nobody wants to go there. Nobody wants to even hear about it. They don't even want to talk about it. Everybody wants automated life. Just like the first time I heard about the biomass, and I felt like it was an insult to a human being. But now I understand.
It's a description.
It's a description.
It's only a description.
You know, because so many people will see it from a different point of view. Why would you say why would you call people biomass? We hate to answer such names, but that's the fruits we are exhibiting. That's the fruits we're showing. That's who we are.
Because if you don't call things by their names, you'll never be able to address it. Yeah. It's just like now. Nobody's addressing. Okay, go and listen to our president's speech or any governor's speech. They'll be telling you some things, some employment, infrastructure. They don't even know. No matter what they do, if they don't put this one in place, you come this week. Tomorrow morning or afternoon, I will continue again. Because you will see your eyes this week. I will talk so much about law and structure, law and order. You will be talking everywhere everywhere you go from after the HMT. You will become a fanatic of law and order. Who is the next one to comment? Yes, please.
Thank you, everyone. First, I need my thought. What was going through my mind actually, listening to DSA is actually, um, do we? Why are we not thinking about this? The decision makers, the policy, the politicians, but ordinary people on the street who are busy, probably who it's not their job, but there are people who have the time to actually really think about all this.
They are employed to think about it.
They are actually really put in that
They are
position.
making their money.
They're making
They are put at a job to think about this. But they are not, because they are not informed.
They are not. So it's
Common sense is not common.
that's something that was going through my mind, really. And the other thing that goes through my mind is when DSA initially said, which one is the most important? Is it blessing or is it law and order? What struck my mind was actually, it's like analogy of, just an example of someone winning a lottery and hasn't got order. So that money it will squander that money within, I mean, days, months, depending on so that's one of the things, and the problem in Nigeria, it's down to law and order. It's not actually that we don't have that wealth.
So what are you thinking could be done with what you are saying today? Did you get some Eureka moment? Did you say, yes, this is it? Can you get that?
Yes, and I think we need to be schooled to really, that's awareness first. That awareness, because it's like a person who doesn't know his problem. And now that this awareness, if it is out there, and starting probably, also I was just thinking what I actually, because I feel so sad about this. Looking at this thing, it makes me really feel sad, actually, how my people out there are suffering. The image that we are giving to the world, that we are actually, this is worse than even animals. In Europe, we know how we treat them. We know how they live.
Now, the problem is that I hate to discuss problems. I don't talk about problems. I don't criticize. I don't like to criticize if I'm not bringing solution. I am bringing solution. Let us all think of how to apply the solution and what to do with solution. I don't criticize. If you go to Nigerian television, everybody is criticizing Nigeria is a zoo, Nigeria. I don't want to listen to those people. They are not interesting to me because they are not bringing solution. I've brought a solution now. Let's think about how to make this popular and how to really propose what we can do to actually bring this into reality. That is what it's all about.
I think the first thing that I think we need to do is actually the
awareness.
The awareness, and the awareness to the policymakers and people who are to enforce those things. Because, like I said, maybe they are there, but it's as if it's not there. It's not there. If we are not, I mean, as someone said, it's not being enforced, it's not there. So, if we know that actually we've got that word, but it's poverty is not African problem, it's the law and order. So it's the awareness and the enforcement of law and order.
Okay. Yeah, who is the next one? Otherwise, we are going to stand. All of us are going to stand.
I just want to say thank you very much for what you've done today. It's been a blessing. It's been an eye-opener. I think one of this very strong point that actually caught my attention was when you said order is better than blessing.
Yes,
more
sir.
than blessing. At first I was like, how? But when you actually explained it and broke it down, I actually saw. And it occurred to me that blessing without order is actually a curse.
Yeah.
And if you look at it, my mind just took me back to when Nigerians discovered oil. And because we didn't have that order in place, that law and order in place, the blessing that God gave us in terms of oil actually became a curse. To us. But the other perspective I'm looking at it from is still I wouldn't say the spiritual perspective, but still the perspective of the church. Because Christ has sent us to come and impact kingdom values, which is one of the values we're sharing today, law and order.
Yeah.
And the church is supposed to be the proponent, the enforcer of these values in the society.
Yeah. Because
So-
God gave us a whole Bible of
Yeah.
law and order.
So I'm wondering, why is it that all our leaders, I know most of our leaders in the church, they are educated, some of them have professorships, some of them have doctorate degrees, and nobody is actually thinking of these things. Nobody is teaching their followers these things. We are not impacting the values into the church. Because if Christ says we are the light of the world, then we shouldn't expect the world to be telling us.
You see, because the
should
kind
be
of
done.
books people are reading in Nigeria, they are not reading this kind of books that I'm writing. You know, how many people read this kind of books? You know, they are not reading books that will inform you and instruct you and teach you this kind of mindset. I mean, how to become great, how to become a hero. Let heroes arise, right? Problem is no problem. It's a shortcut to your prominence. The latent energy, how to discover the latent energy. Who talks about these things? What to do with your time? Who talks about these things? Creative and innovative power of a genius. Who talks about these things in Nigeria? Raising up the next generation of Steve Jobs and Bill Gates. Who talks about it? Because they are only super spiritual, overcoming the fear of death, urgently becoming a workaholic, the law of difference. This is what is needed for what we are talking about. The law of order, the law of difference. These are the things. Life is an opportunity. Who talks about this thing? Because it is just wasted lives of people in the church. People, they are just wasting people's life in the church. They are not talking about issues or subjects that will be able to help them to become over mountain of ignorance. You know, veritable source of energy, how to be in the here and now. All these things, nobody is tackling them. These are the things that will develop your mind and put you in a place to be able to think like this. Churches, and churches are full of people. What are they teaching them? They don't teach them constructive thing like this. Just religion, as if the Bible is a book of religion. Whereas the Bible is the book of life. Life.
Yeah, I think I'll not be ashamed to say this. While I was sitting down there and everything you've just been teaching, honestly, you've just been taking apart and destroying my religious mindset. You've been completely dismantling